Hey, good morning, everybody. It's me, Stephanie, and I want to give you an update on my journey to the classic, the Beachbody Classic. I'm officially 11 weeks out from the competition. And it's July 13th. So things are getting real. It's getting a little scary, but I think for the next 11 weeks, I want to just do this weekly and update people. My point in doing this is really just for, for just like the everyday person to see what actually goes into preparing for a physique competition like this. And the Beachbody competition is not, it's not a real contest, but I'm preparing for it like it is one. And who knows, maybe I'll do another one after it. But this is the process, and so I'm wanting to share that with people so you can see what it's all about. And I'm just learning about it myself as I go. So I'm also doing this vlog kind of for me too, to just track my own experience and capture it, because it's all kind of weird and fun. Okay, so at 11 weeks out, I am eating about 1,600 calories a day. I do weight training 6 days a week. I have a program that rotates body parts, right? And I'm also doing 5 sessions of 45 minutes of cardio, but only at about 125 beats per minute, so a lower heart rate, okay? It's a lot. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work on 1,600 calories. I'm starting to feel some real hunger. But I know I'm mentally prepared for the fact that it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's actually not going to be any fun, being hungry for the next 11 weeks, but that's part of how this works, right? So, right now I weigh about 142 pounds, and, it kind of goes up and down. Today it went up, but, I know that my body is changing. I can see it in photographs. It's apparent, that things are changing. My clothes are much looser. My bras are huge. They keep getting bigger. And my pants now are doing the same. And so it's all happening, even if the scale isn't reflecting a big change. And so this week I'm going to go and get my body fat measured. Just for my own knowledge. It's not the most important predictor of what's going on here, and they aren't the most accurate. My nutrition coach tells me that it's, not that accurate, but still it's good to get the data, I think, at least for my own purposes, because I'll want to do it again right at the end before the contest to just see the difference. So I'm not going to give the exact breakdowns of my macronutrients, but I'm just going to say that I am eating a lot of protein, not very much carbohydrate, and still a good amount of fat, a moderate, I think, amount of fat that is manageable for me. And like I said, I'm having some hunger, but it's pretty manageable if I keep myself on a regular schedule of eating. I just have to be really consistent. At this point, I'm really having to just trust the process, because it's really, really scary for me as a person who's never felt very comfortable in a bathing suit, never felt very comfortable showing my butt to anybody. It's super scary for me, like tears inducing scary for me to imagine walking on a stage in a bikini that's cut in a way to show my butt and to be in high heels and under lights in front of thousands of people. Like, that's mind-blowing to me. And honestly, it's scary as hell. It's scary as hell. But, and to look at my current butt and look at myself, in the mirror, I look better than I've looked since I was in my 20s probably. But it's just really scary to look at my body and think that in 11 weeks it's going to look completely different. But I have to trust the process. I trust my nutrition coach. I trust what he's telling me, because he's done this before, and the guy tells me I'm going to be shredded. I guess I'm gonna be shredded. I just have to trust that and do what he says and not try to monkey with my calories or skip meals or whatever comes into my mind about how my way is gonna fix this. It's like, your way, you don't know any way. You've never done this before. And so I just have to remind myself to stick to the process that's explained to me, do the workouts, do the cardio, and just follow direction. We're not good at that. Most people aren't good at following direction. I'm definitely one of them. And so this is a great challenge for me. It really is. One of the other things I really think I've learned in this, like there have been a lot of lessons in this that I really wasn't expecting. I've had to learn an alarming amount of patience. And again, kind of trusting the process, but patience. That I just need to go day by day doing the same thing over and over and just not expecting an immediate result. And that's really hard, but especially in our instant gratification society, right? We want to see it right now. We want to lose 10 pounds in 2 days. We want to, we want everything right now. And this has been an amazing practice in patience. I'm sure it's going to be even more of a practice in patience here over the next 11 weeks. But it's just I have just learned a lot of things about myself that I really didn't expect. One of the last things I want to talk about is my experience with sugar, because I am a sugar hound. Normally, I love sugar. Mostly I love like sweetener and creamers in my coffee and stuff like that. Like I love it. And I do love candy and cookies and all that kind of stuff. Not a huge eater of that stuff, but when I get the opportunity, I'll usually indulge, and I love it. And so, going through this process and managing my macronutrients the way I am, I've really discovered that I'm not wanting sugar anymore. Even I have Wednesdays, I have a high carb day, and I'm allowed to go from low carbohydrate to significant carbohydrate. So I could eat a Snicker bar. I can eat, a bunch of cookies. I could eat whatever I want. Let me tell you something. I put a third of a banana in my shake that I normally have. And you know what? It's too sweet. I used to put a half banana every day. So my taste buds have kind of changed and my body reacts to sugar very differently. Just that third of a banana in my shake makes me uncomfortable physically. Like I can feel the rise of the sugar rush, and I don't like it. So it's made me very sensitive to sugar and very sensitive to what my body really wants. And when there is something that I really want to have, I know at least that I have that high carb day coming and I can plan for it. But even then, it's all a matter. It's like having a budget. And it's my carb budget, and I have to manage my carb budget accordingly. And some things are worth it and other things aren't. And I find myself gravitating more toward things like pasta, rice, oatmeal, sweet potato, things that aren't going to drive my blood sugar to just go, way up and then crash back down. So it's been an interesting experience in that. So coming soon, I'm supposed to order my bikini this week actually. So I'm going to do that. And this week I'm also going to be meeting with my posing coach. I'm hiring a gal to help me with my posing because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. And I want to look good. Like I said at the beginning of this, I'm preparing for this like I'm going to win. And I'm not marching in there thinking I'm going to win, but I'm preparing like I'm going to win, because you got to have that mindset that you're going in to be your absolute best and prepare like a champion would prepare. And that's really my goal here, is to remain that focused and to believe that I can do this, and I'm going all out. So I'm going to walk in as a professional and really own it for myself. And whatever happens. The result, to me, seriously, the result at the very end and what happens at the competition means very little to me. What is important to me is that I complete the process, because it is the process that changes us, I think, and that really shows growth and helps you grow as an individual, and not just in a physical change sort of way, but a mental way too. So anyway, I've talked long enough. Thanks for listening, and I'm gonna have another vlog next week with my current stats. Okay, thanks guys.